I would like to wish a very good evening to my dear lecturer, Mr. Joachim, and my fellow group mates. My name is Arvina. Me and my group members will be presenting social marketing campaign for child safety warning over Snapchat in Malaysia.
My name is Kai.
My name is Chen Ying.
My name is Mariel.
My name is Yong Man Heng.
Okay, so first one we'll be talking about the background, Snapchat background. So Evan Spiegel and Bobby Murphy first created Picabo. That is the very first version of Snapchat, which was launched in iOS App Store in July 2011. So what happened was, during this very first initial launch, they managed to found few problems, and then they integrated a workaround solution to the screenshot problem. One, users could take, the issue that they have found out is users could take screenshot on their iPhones, as well as disappearing effect of Picabo messages were useless. They found it very useless. Next, therefore they built a notification to alert users if someone took a screenshot of their disappearing photos. In September 2011, Spiegel and Murphy rebranded the app as Snapchat with the ability to caption photos. Users were able to take their own pictures and also to insert a caption with their photos. Then they focused on the app's technological innovation more than branding marketing to make experience more organic and cool than other traditional advertising. Okay, this is the history of Snapchat, a brief history. Picabo was found in July 2011, and then they had 100,000 users in fall 2011, and December 2012 Snapchat launched Android version and introduced video snaps. And then December 2012, day before Christmas, Facebook launches Poke app, which can be described as Snapchat clone, but it only got even more publicity for Snapchat. Facebook didn't get that publicity. And then February 2013, 60 million snaps sent per day. They have achieved their target. And then May 2013, it has increased to 150 million snaps per day. So there's an increase of 80 million within the 3 months. And then fall 2013, Snapchat launches Stories. And then November 2016, Facebook CEO Zuckerberg offered Evan Spiegel $3 million for Snapchat, but they refused. May 2014, Snapchat added text, conversation, and video chat to the app, where users could communicate with their friends. And 2015, Snapchat has the biggest growth on social media messaging app, which is 55%. Okay, based on the graph here, it shows that Malaysia is the second highest. These are the Snapchat users. This is the percentage. This is the current percentage. And then as you can see, there is an increase in growth of Snapchat users as year pass by. This is the problem statement. Snapchat, the problem statement is Snapchat allow under 18 to use this application. With this Snap Map, people can actually share their location with other people. With this new feature, people will know where one is and what's going on around them. So the objective is to identify the needs, desire, and attitudes of Snapchat users using different interventions to shape their behavior. So we'll launch a campaign to educate both parents and children towards the danger of social media on how to protect the under 18s, as well as reducing the child trafficking, to avoid from sexual harassment, as well as to avoid leaking videos of children. The aim of this campaign is to make a social change on children's cyber safety awareness. The vision and mission will be by conducting this campaign, users will realize the danger and risk they will encounter, as well as this will be a lesson to the user to be aware that do not reveal their photos, share location to strangers. Next.
Moving on, we'll be talking about the SWOT analysis. The first one we'll be talking about is the strength, where the growth rate is around 30%, where they have about 166 million users, which shows that there are amazing software features of self-deletion of messages, which also encounters of powerful visual effects, which Snapchat is more user-friendly and robust in comparison to its competitors. And moving on, we'll be talking about is the weaknesses, which is they have few weaknesses, which is diversification fail, which Snapchat tried to diversify into a number of areas, many of unsuccessful, and made the company lose a lot of money, which also shows their weaknesses throughout declining daily active users, which activity patterns of various Snapchat users has become very erratic, and number of daily active users have more come down towards drastically, which also shows most of the revenue comes from advertising. Moving forward, we'll be talking about the opportunities, which they also have various, which is also shows here is the growing demand of privacy, declining, developing new software business, and also simply operation, which shows that Snapchat uses smartphones, which is more simple and easy to use tandem in Snapchat, since it helps the users to quickly take pictures and share them easily. Moving forward, we'll talk about the threats, which they have two threats, which is the competitor and also the technological advancements, which in competitors, Snapchat has threats from both experienced and new competitors, from some of them being, which is from social media like Facebook, WhatsApp and Instagram. For the technological advancement, related to instant messaging is having something with every single time, and managing this can be huge challenges. And moving forward, we'll talk about the target market, which we are the target country that we are targeting to is Malaysia. Their age is basically, we are targeting from age to 13 years to 57 years old, whereby their gender we are wisely targeting to male and female. As their marital status, we are focusing more towards single, in relationship, married and also separated. As for their employment status, we are targeting towards student, a homemaker, employed and retirement.
So the next we will talking about the theory. This theory will help us to run our campaign, and the strategy will inside the theory part. So this is the basic step. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 step of this theory to run our campaign. So the first step is pre-contemplation. What is the pre-contemplation? Which is the people in this stage, they tend to define their current bad habits. They are usually that the people will not feeling this is a problem for their bad habits. So we would like to push them to the second stage, which is contemplation, which is we tell them what is the current bad habit you have, and we would like to let them to spend time to thinking about their problem. So the next stage is preparation. In this stage, people have made a commitment to make a change because they already know what is the current problem. So they would like to feel, and they would like to start to think that what is the problem, they will wish to change their current behavior. So the next is action. Once they already have the mindset on their about the plan how to change their behavior, they will start to action. So people believe they have the ability to change their behavior, are actively involved in taking steps to change their bad behavior. So the final step is maintenance. So people in this stage, they will keep reminding themselves at how much of the progress they have made. So they will keep continue the behavior they have changed to maintain the habit. So the next is our SMART goal. So first of all, in 2018, this is our pilot test years. So in the specific elements, so first of all, we would like to cooperate with the government association, which is Cyber Security Association. To cooperate with the government is our first step, because in a measurable part, we would like to disseminating the information to the student, because they can in charge the local school as well as the government school as well. For the next part, we would like to achieve students about the knowledge and safety awareness of using social media. So the next is the realistic is our problem that not cooperated by private school, because the private school is not controlled by our government. So this is our time frame. Move to the 2019, we will expand our campaign to the by offline platform. So this will disseminating the information not only to the student, we will also share the information and educate them by to the public as well. So therefore, our achievable will be achieve student the knowledge about the safety awareness as well as the public. And the realistic is the high cost, because of the offline platform we are using the TV advertisement, radio advertisement. So the cost will be higher than if we look at the second year plan. So this is the 2019 time frame. So the last year plan is expand the campaign by online platform. So the measurable is same as 2019. So as I mentioned just now, the only difference is the realistic audience will avoid the clicking banner advertisement. So we can see that most of the people, when we see the advertisement during online, they will avoid the advertisement. So there may be lack of the information transferring. So the next part is, so this is the factor influence adaptation of the behavior. So as you can see, the percentage, three of this is the most higher percentage for the overall. So set your own rules and limit on the internet usage. Never heard of the software, and trust the child. Okay. So our positioning statement is by investing a few minutes to go through the online assessment tool. So you will be taking a big step in making you aware of your child's safety. So our next is marketing next strategy. I'll pass with my member.
Good afternoon. Okay. The first one we will talk about the product, the mix. This one we have the online student with assessment and the campaigns. This one maybe we can do a campaign with the schools, then we to the government schools and the public schools, and we will let the children know the safe awareness. Next one is the place, the mix. The first one we can put our advertising in the shopping mall or in the railway stations or by the newspaper, social media, and the cinemas. This one just like the proposals. We will use this one in the shopping mall and in this place. Okay. Next one is the price mix. All the campaigns will be for the followers for the education and the safety purposes. So the target educators have to pay their tithes and the effectual listen how to ensure their children safe. The last one is the promotion mix. In the promotion mix, we have two parts. First one is the online space. In the online space, we will depend on the social media, for example, the Facebook, the Twitch, YouTube, and so on. And the next one, we will use the operations online space. This one we have the online balance and the blog and advertising. And without this one, we also have the offline ways. In the offline ways, we will depend on the newspaper, we will depend on the blog, in the railway station, TVs, and the radios. Okay. Next one is the budget. Okay. The first is our the test years. We are test year is the different than another companies. You can find our the budget in the test year is very low because in the test years we just campaigns with the social media, for example, the government. But the first years we will focus the offlines. So the offline is very expensive cost. So in the first year we will prepare the 200,000 in the first year. And the second years we will focus the online. The online cost is cheaper than the offline. So the second years we will use the halfway of the first years. We just use 100,000 in our second years. Next one.
Next one is a plan for campaign implementations and management. First, we will do using the pilot test and then offline platform. Second year will be the online platform. Next please. Thank you. Pilot test on corporate social initiative. Okay, for this one, we want to build up a strong relationship with child safety associations in Malaysia, which is with the government. Based on the record survey from the response team of Malaysia Computer Emergency, 7,962 reports of cybercrime cases, 1.22 million spent email throughout the nation in 2017, which is a very high record. For example, we cooperate with Cyber Security Malaysia, which is under Kementerian, which is our government. In their website, you can see they are cooperating with so many elements. And then next is school disseminations, which is we cooperate with government school, we're giving talks, we're giving promoting, we're giving some awareness with them to increase their knowledge about the cyberbully things. And then next is first year offline platform. In offline platform, we can use advertising on newspaper, billboards, as my classmate mentioned just now. Example, alert the danger of cyber towards children. How we say this? This one, for example, is the poster related. We can stick on the billboards or the advertising place. Like for example, this one you may know the cyberbully hurts. The shape and the poster design will remind the public how cyberbully costs, and there will be alert. This one is another tool. This one you can see from the media design, and this one is basically asking you can help another, save your friend from cyberbully. And next, second year is online platform. Online platform, which is social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Campaign. How we do the campaign? First, we using hashtag campaign. Hashtag campaign, for example, YouTube video. We do a hashtag and then people were recording their live video or any video they will upload, and then they will share their experience on cyberbullying in online. And then people will be alert on their stories, and then they will know, oh, that's what happened. And then third is creating educational games. For example, they create a game on Snapchat and teach children to stand up to the cyberbullies instead of doing the bystander. Next is the Snapchat functions able them to ask for help from the followers on social media when they need. And next, this one is a live stream. For example, you hashtag Courage Love Support Stream on a video YouTube campaign and show your experience, no matter kids, young teenagers. And next is the key method I will pass to my colleague. Thank you.
Okay, so based on this key finding, we have developed a questionnaire to conduct this survey. The questionnaire have been made through demographics, through opinions of student and college student, parents, and also some question related to social marketing campaign. Next. Okay, so it can be concluded that social marketing strategy have been piloted to segment the audience and develop a community-based approach to educate both parents and children of the danger of social media app, which is Snapchat specifically, as well as how to protect themselves and their children from the social media danger. Thank you.
Thank you.